Yeah, I mean, it was basically a number of workshops where they were trying to get people who were working in particular silos. So we're working in engineering, but also in human resources, in marketing, in production, and develop their skills and pollinate, if you like, and say, well, okay, this is how we solve problems, but actually we do it this way, we do it this way. And then there's a process by which they call inverting the problem. So you're actually starting from the end result and then working back up through the problem, which I thought was really, really interesting. And myself and Brendan worked on it, and I just found it so fascinating to be a part of. And then you kind of come away from that. So the short answer is I'm not quite sure of the processes by which they sort of released the creativity in the workforce. But I know that from an inspiring point of view, I left it thinking I should apply this to our own business, our own ways of working, because it's phenomenally powerful. Yeah, most definitely, and I think with the colleagues I work with, it's most self-evident because where years ago, when we started, it was the account managers, the project managers, the account directors were basically in charge of managing a relationship with the client and doing all the math and delivering all of the work on a schedule. And the designers had no truck with any of that. And I think now culture within our business, certainly, and I can't really speak for other businesses, is that everybody is part of the same problem. So if we're doing a booze brand for the States, and we're doing a name development, and we're doing research on a type of whiskey for the North American market, everybody feeds into that with their own research, their own thoughts, their own ideas, and it isn't a case now that it's just like, okay, that's us, we'll figure that out, you just go off to the client and present it, don't you worry about it. So from a recruitment point of view, when we're taking people into the business, and we take it very seriously, particularly because in this day and age things are so a little unpredictable and we're all still a little terrified. That person, the creative element of that person, or the creative instinct of that person is really important. So it doesn't really matter what you're qualified at. It's like, are you happy to get stuck in? I think that in the UK there's a top 100 list from the Design Business Association of effectiveness, the brand agencies that are the most effective within the UK, and as a top 100. Now, I'm not really into charts and so on, but I do feel that I would welcome something like that in Ireland to a degree, because if there was a metric by which agencies could be measured on to prove or demonstrate their effectiveness, then I think that would actually be a very good thing for the industry, because sometimes it's too easy to say, well, those guys will just do the colour and the logo and, be gone with it. And so there isn't a way of measuring the effectiveness of brand and design agencies in Ireland. In terms of individuals and recruitment, what we very much foster is the accountability of the individual. So, what we say to our guys, and particularly new guys when they come on board, is pretend it's your money. So that is the kind of issue. So would you spend your money on the work that you're doing now? Do you think it communicates effectively enough? Do you think it's the best use of the budget? So this is something that I think then helps to cement the notion of accountability. And just to sort of finish off, I guess, well, I've been doing this for over a couple of decades, and I do believe accountability is a key component of what we do. And so much so, if I didn't, then I would just be selling snake oil, and that would be a waste of a life. So I do think it makes a huge difference.